Hello there, and thank you so kindly for tuning in to Brown Eyes on this beautiful, amazing, wonderful day. Because remember, so is a man thinketh in his heart, then so is he. We are to think upon things that bring us a good report. We are to speak things that are not as though they were already. Thank you to all of my subscribers who have been here with me, however great or small you are. You're all wonderful and magnificent in Brown Eyes' eyes, okay? And if my video, my personality, my energy resonates with you, I ask that you subscribe to my channel. Grow with Brown Eyes. We're trying to reach to 1,000 or more, but we're trying to crawl and get on in there, and I'm trying to make it do what it do, and hopefully I can do that with you. So thank you for tuning in to Brown Eyes. But today we're going to be tapping into the energy of, as a collective, general reading of the Divine Masculine today. We know what his headspace has been like in the past readings for the Divine Masculine. He's went within. He's stuck. He's fearful. He's going through some things, but he's still loving and wanting his Divine Feminine. And I feel now the energy that I'm feeling is that the Divine Masculine is yearning for his Divine Feminine. And I feel like if he's been separated from her for a little length of time, then, even if the Divine Masculine, let's say even if the Divine Feminine has went on dating, your heart still, your energy is still with that person, especially if there's a spiritual connection there. So I feel like the Divine Masculine is really missing his Divine Feminine. He wants to hug on you, girl. He wants to look in your beautiful eyes. He wants to just mentally make love to you. He wants to emotionally make love to you, Divine Feminines, is what I'm feeling. It's like, you know how a hurting person needs some type of comfort, but some type of certain comfort you can't get from everyone. The comfort you get from your homeboy, your best friend, your homegirl, your mother, your sister, your brother is not the same as getting that emotional, spiritual comfort from a divine partner, if you will. So we're going to pull one card, of course, from the past, the present, and the future energy for the Divine Masculine as a collective, because remember, this is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everyone, so there's no need in me saying it may or may not. No, I know it's not going to resonate with everybody, but for whomever, even if it's just you, one little beautiful person, I thank you. I ask that you humbly receive this message. Thank the universe and keep it pushing. You hear me? Okay, so we're going to start off with the Energy Oracle deck cards here. I've already pre-shuffled them. Let me just leave them alone. I've already pre-shuffled them all. Save a little time. And so I'm going to pull one card for the past from this deck. And from the past, okay, so we have the number. Y'all, I always do this. I always get here and act like I can see these little bitty words. There you are. So the first card we pull for the Divine Masculine past energy is the number 8 card, and it's indecision. So in the past, the Divine Masculine has been indecisive. He hasn't been able to make his mind up about something. And so we're going to pull 2 cards from the Psychic Tarot cards representing his present and his future energy. And the first card for his present is Intuition, which is the number 2 card, Intuition, for the Divine Masculine. And for the future card, we have Spiritual Strength. Wow. So we're going to clarify these cards, but indecision, we know that the Divine Masculine has been kind of stuck. He's been in that 2 of Swords energy, 8 of Swords energy, where he feels bounded and he can't make a decision. He doesn't know what to do. And so we're just going to clarify this indecision for the Divine Masculine because we want to know where his headspace is. I want to know where he is emotionally. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just curious. I just want to know, I know the holidays are here, and people get to be a little bit more emotional around this time of year. They really begin to miss people, because if you look at everybody around you, they're booed up, they're paired up, they're with somebody. They want to feel needed, wanting, but a lot of times your desire can get the best of you around this time of the year, because it gives you the illusion that you have to be with someone, even if you could be just perfectly fine on your own. So clarify indecision. Hope everyone is doing awesome today. I indecision is clarified with the Nine of Swords. You know how I do? I pull 4 cards. Ten of Cups. See that? Ten of Cups. Y'all gonna fix a turkey this month? Did you fix one last month? 8 of Wands. I know most people do turkeys for Thanksgiving and hams for Christmas. One year I worked for this company called Honey Baked Ham, where they catered food and they did the glazed honeys. We had the 7 of Cups. And I tell you, I got me ham, turkey, and that ham was so good. You could fix you so many ham sandwiches. So, indecision, he had anxiety about this home life, about this happy home, about this union, this blissful union. He was sending messages, or he was sending passion to illusions or to options. He's indecisive about in the past, the divine masculine was indecisive. He had anxiety and restlessness about the foundation of the home, whether to invest in it or to seek after these other options. Or the other option, but it's multiple options because we have the 7 of Cups here. So it's like the divine masculine, he was torn between his emotions. Like he was torn between his emotions and his lust. His emotions and his lust, because you have the 10 of Cups here and you got the 8 of Wands here. So yes, it could mean that he was sending some type of passionate messages, but he's sending some type of passionate messages to these options or to these illusions. So he was indecisive. He didn't know whether to commit to something more stable emotionally or whether to get out here and just be a hoe. You hear me? This is a hoe right here. You got all these options. See that? And you getting it to 8. You did a lot of communicating. You did a whole lot of communicating. So this is dealing with his fleshly side right here, because his options in his flesh. Look at all that. Look at all that meat. Because we know that wands represent the penis. We know that fire signs, which a wand is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, represents action and passionate movement. So some type of passionate movement. He had anxiety, indecisions about, should I build or remain dedicated to this family life, or should I be a hoe? Pretty much. Do I want to be a family man, or do I want to be a community man? And a lot of divine feminines know that if you're not with your divine masculine now, then he chose to be a community man. You know? Or maybe this 10 of Cups is something that the divine masculine already had going on. You hear me? Maybe he already had a family, wife, kids, and had this stability, this emotional stability, this family stability. But he wanted to, you're the option. You was one of his options, and he wants to come into you passionately. Now, this is the past energy, but it's still, it could be either one of these ways. Either way it go, it's indecision, because he wanted them both. Seemed like he wanted his cake and eat it too, because he's having indecisions about it. He know what he want, but he know he can't have his cake and eat it too. So he fucked up in the head, because he like, damn, if I choose door number 1, then I can't go in door number 2. You know what I'm saying? So he's having anxiety. He's replaying shit over and over in his mind. He can't sleep because he know that he needs to make a decision, because with this indecision card, you see these 2 roads he needs to choose. And he's having anxiety because he don't know whether to suck fuck or to be a family man, you know, or to commit to one. You know what I'm saying? He don't know whether to be a hoe or be committed. He don't know. And I'm not just bashing the divine masculine because, you know, that it is what it is, you know. Everybody dealing with something. So let's clarify this present energy of the divine masculine, which is intuition. So the divine masculine is in tune with something because we know he went in, he was in hermit mode. He had to self-reflect. He had to go within and to get in tune with his higher spiritual self because he was just torn. A lot of things was just messing with him. So let's clarify the number 2 card, intuition. Clarify intuition. Okay, we have the Magician. Seven of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. Two of Swords. They go to indecision again. Divine masculine. What's going on? Okay, so in his present energy, we have intuition. We have the Magician manifesting or manipulating something, but I would say he's trying to manifest something because he's intuitive. He's been spiritually enlightened. He possibly has been spiritually enlightened on how to manifest and get the desires of his heart that he couldn't learn externally. So we got the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is someone who has labored and labored and labored, and they're looking at what has come out of it, and they're weary at this point. You know, they're taking a little quick break, and they just observing what all. I mean, goddamn, how many rows did I dig? How many do I have left? I mean, goddamn. But at least he has something for his labor. So he's manifesting this laborious task. Needing to make a choice of his emotional choice. Or not deciding about his emotional. The Magician is someone manifesting something. He's manifesting his harvest in. His emotional harvest in. Because he doesn't want to be indecisive. Because he's stuck. I mean, why are you... Wait a minute. Let's clarify this Two of Swords right quick. Clarify the Two of Swords. Because you got the Nine of Swords already over here. You already got the indecision card in your past energy, divine masculine. And then you have the Nine of Swords, restless nights, and then you got two indecisions in your past and in your present energy. Clarify the Two of Swords. You have the Death card. Three of Pentacles. So let me see. It seems like he's trying to manifest some type of emotional. Maybe he's trying to manifest this Queen of Cups coming back into his life, because it's been a tedious work, but he's sitting back to see something come in. He wants to see what has taken out. Did he actually benefit from all this toil and labor? Can he actually get his Queen of Cups? Because his indecisiveness he had to put something, lay something to, he had to end something in order to start some type of teamwork, or to be or in order to, he had to end something in order to recognize your value. He had to end something in order to recognize your value. Ain't that some shit? That's what that Two of Swords is. He had to end something in order to see your value. You Queen of Cups. So he's manifesting, he's using his intuition to manifest you back into his life. But he had to end something. Because you see over here, he's indecisive. And he had anxiety because he already had some type of commitment. Either you were his commitment, Divine Feminine, or you was one of the side choices or options that he had, because he also had this Seven of Cups. So now in his present energy, the universe is calling him to use his intuition, kind of like the High Priestess card, where he's knowing that he can manifest his rewards, he can manifest the fruits of his labor, and he can manifest his Queen of Cups, or this nurturing energy, or his his Divine Feminine, because has been indecisive. So he know that he has to end something in order to recognize your worth. He know he had to end something in order to really actually see the value in you, to admire you. He had to clear the air and get some old shit out the way. Wow. Okay, now let's look at this future energy for the Divine Masculine. We got the number 9 card, spiritual strength. So either you have spiritual strength, Divine Masculine, or the universe is going to give you some type of spiritual strength because you need it. So let's clarify this spiritual strength. I'm just tripping. You stay indecisive in your head. And see, the only movement that I see you taking action, because it seemed like you're just stuck in your head, it was this in the past energy when you was moving towards things that really didn't serve you, because the Seven of Cups is not good, because the Seven of Cups are illusions, or they're just too many options, but none of them are worth having when you have a 10 Cups here. Why would you rush into a Seven of Cups that's full of lies and deceit and camouflages when you have a 10 of Cups here? So let's check out this future energy for the Divine Masculine, spiritual strength. Clarify spiritual strength for the Divine Masculine. We have the Six of Pentacles. Eight of Cups. Knight of Cups. King of Pentacles. Okay. So spiritual strength for the future energy for the Divine Masculine. You got this Six of Pentacles, some type of balance. Equal give and take here. Maybe you're giving more to one than you are the other. Maybe you're trying to pay out something, some big. Maybe you're expecting some type of inheritance, or maybe you want to give someone a big gift or big something. So you're walking towards you're walking towards you're walking towards your cup, because right here you got your Queen of Cups, and right here you got this Eight of Cups, and right next to the Eight of Cups you have this Knight of Cups, and we know the Knight of Cups is in search of his love. He's looking to romance you. He's looking for his emotion. He's pursuing you with the cup. So you're walking, you're leaving something behind in order to look for your love. And then this King of Pentacles. Now, the King of Pentacles is usually a stable, committed man, very practical and traditional. He's good about the structure of the family, stability, security, and he's usually a father. So I don't know if this guy is coming in. I don't know if Divine Masculine is coming in as the King of Pentacles, because if he coming in as King of Pentacles, maybe he does not necessarily have to be married or a father. Most people have children, but I'm saying he doesn't necessarily have to be married. He could be in a committed relationship, because you remember over here he's leaving this to go to something else. And then over here in his present energy, he had to, you got the Death card, something ended, and so that something new could start. So, and then the overall energy was indecision. That means he's stuck in his head about having to make a choice. So I think the Divine Feminine the Divine Masculine is still in that energy where he's indecisive, because keep in mind that if this is a married, committed man, this King of Pentacles, because this is some of the energy that's associated with him, then, and we're dealing with Pentacles, then one of the reasons why the Divine Masculine could be always in this Nine of Swords energy and in this Two of Swords energy is because he got a lot invested into this life. You know, he has a lot invested into it because it's a Ten of Cups. He has a lot invested into that, but he has emotions for this Queen of Cups. So it's like, I don't know if he's there because, you know, with the Ten of Cups, you know, there's the wife, there's the children, the dog, and everything that goes with being a family. I think that he has so much practical things as well as emotional things that's invested within this structural home foundation, because I believe he got that. But I think he also wants to come to the Divine Feminine. So his energy is always showing that he's walking away. His energy is always saying that he's walking away from something. But when we do the reading, we see that he's still kind of stuck. He's indecisive and all those things like that. So I'm going to pull another oracle card for his possible future outcome. So let's see. We're going to pull it from this one. From the energy. Universal energy. Can we get a card for the Divine Masculine's possible outcome? Possible outcome for the Divine Masculine. All right, y'all. Angel of Balance, Angel of Love, and 5th Chakra, Archangel Gabriel. So, angel of balance, and angel of love, and fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel. So it's like he needs, the universe is sending him help and balancing him out. And he has love. I mean, this, excuse me, this is a, pardon me, y'all. Okay. This number 49, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13, 3, 4, number 4 card, but the universe is sending him spiritual spiritual healing so that he can love harder and more spiritually. He has love in him. It's just that it's distorted right now. I think that he has put himself in a position that is not so easy to get out of, and the universe is calling for him to go through it. So he's having to go through it, and no one is able to help him. I mean, people can give him insight and things like that, but I think the universe has his hand on the divine masculine, because a lot of our men are just, they messed up, y'all. You know, because a lot of women, this world, let's just talk about the world as a whole. A lot of issues have been unresolved, so people are just damaged. But it doesn't mean you can't come out of it. But, you know, you have to go through that cycle. You got to go through that process, and it takes time. So this fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel, is about self-expression and speaking your truth. So it's like the divine masculine wants to speak how he really feels. But he's not balanced right now, because he can't really speak and tell you the truth, because he hasn't fully ended what he's already in, obviously, because it's steady saying he's indecisive. You know what I'm saying? It's saying he's going to end it. That's his energy. That's what he desires to do. But he has a lot of things invested, and it's not as easy, because he built that with someone, I believe, based on the cards and the energy. So I think the universe is trying to balance him out so that he can at least come to you, a divine feminine, and be truthful, because there is love there, and he owes you clarity. He owes you the truth. And you never know. I mean, hey, you never know. I'm just saying, you never know. So the sky's the limit. So you ought to think about things that bring you a good report. Especially, you know, you feel for this dude, you feel for your divine masculine, you desire him, and you feel a spiritual connection there. No one can tell you to let go of that, but I will say, make sure you live your life and find you something that keeps you busy and happy while you're waiting, okay? So, having said that, I thank you so kindly for tuning in to Brown Eyes, and I ask that if this video resonates with you, you thumbs this video up, subscribe to my channel if you are new, and thank you. And remember, so as a man thinketh in his heart, then so is he. We are to think upon things that bring us a good report. We are to speak things that are not as though they were already. Thank you so kindly for tuning in to Brown Eyes, and I will talk to you another time. Bye.